So, it's Tuesday, and I'm here at the Alice doctor. We're actually pulling in right now because I had to brush my hair and stuff. But yeah, it's been a really long time. So yeah, we'll see if I'm holding today, which I'm not sure if I am, but whatever. But yeah, so we're here. Bye.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You're gonna talk.
Well, you better chime in. He wouldn't fit her for a brace. He says she's done growing, and so the insurance company would not approve a brace because.
What do you mean she's done growing? Your bones grow to your 25.
She says she's started her menses 3 years ago, so they figure you're done growing. That's what he said. And then
girls start their cycle now, some of them at 9 years old. What do you mean you're done growing?
I don't know. That's what he said. So he said if you could prescribe a brace and we submit it to the insurance company, we could do it that way. But as far as him
If
doing
I
it,
would prescribe the brace,
yeah, I'm like,
would he then fit it?
I don't know. He was confusing to me. And basically he's saying if he prescribed a brace, the insurance company wouldn't okay it because he's not providing enough evidence that it's going to even help her at this point.
Yeah, and what he did is when he was looking at my x-rays, he was measuring, like, because you know how the lines stick out for the measurements, he measured in between that and got like 50 degrees, and he's like, it's only changed 3 degrees.
Yeah, the second x-ray he measured on
but
the
he didn't,
left side where you measured it on the right side between those two vertebrae. He measured it on this side and he says, oh, it's 53 degrees on the good one where it did change.
50.
So
He measured those same lines that the computer said was 43?
But he did it on this side of the
like
back instead
where
of
the
that
lines were
side.
parallel, he measured in between.
Well, that's exactly what the computer did. So how did he come up with 50 degrees when my computer says 43 degrees?
But he didn't do the same on the first x-ray either.
He didn't measure the first x-ray.
He only did that on the last one.
But still, he used the very same lines, so my computer is 7 degrees off?
But is there a difference with measuring
where you measure
on
it?
the left side as to the right
No,
side?
they're 2 lines. No matter where you measure them, it's 2 lines.
And it looked like the same program too, so.
Did he measure different vertebrae?
No, he just measured in between the lines.
About 2 different vertebrae measurements though.
Yeah, he said something like 17, 9 to 10. And then, but he didn't do that. He just measured in between the parallel lines.
The lines that I had put up there?
Yeah.
Well, how can his measurement of those 2 lines be different than my computer's measurement of those 2 lines? I don't understand that.
Me either.
And so he was pretty much non-cooperative?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
and he kept pushing the surgery.
Yeah, he kept pushing her to go to Miami and get evaluated for surgery. Because
surgery?
First he thinks she has a regular S curve, and I don't know why when he can look at the x-ray and see it's a C curve.
Yeah.
And she kept complaining she has back pain. Then he says most people with
scoliosis don't have back pain.
Okay, but so what?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
so what?
And he was like, you need to get an MRI for your spinal cord and column to see what else is in there.
There could be other mechanisms that are causing it to be in pain.
Yeah, and then after he was like feeling where my bones were, like at my hips, he was like, oh, well, they're not that far off. And he was like, yeah, your curves aren't balanced, so that's why. And I'm like, obviously.
Okay, but what can you, so he's got nothing, he's got...
No other option except surgery. Pretty much.
What a terrible experience.
Yeah. She came out of there crying.
What a terrible experience. What an idiot. Well, first off, I don't understand how you can measure, I didn't measure them, the computer did.
Yeah.
So my computer program's wrong? Come on.
Maybe he measured the first one and it said 53 degrees.
No, he measured the second one. I watched him. Yeah.
I don't know.
And how do you measure it?
Like, okay.
That you suggested? I know he's not in her plan, but maybe we could see how much it is to visit.
Is that the only ortho you could find in the plan?
Yes. There's only one. There was one in Stewart, but he quit accepting people from her insurance.
Okay, call the insurance company. Tell them about the experience. Tell the insurance company that all this guy wants to do is surgery, okay? You want to find a conservative way to manage this. Who else can you go to, can you authorize me to go to, and mention that guy's name that I gave you, and see if they'll give you an authorization to go to somebody else. And just tell them, listen, this guy wants to do surgery. We don't want surgery. I want a second opinion. They don't want to pay for surgery. Right? So that may put them on your side and get you a second opinion where you can see somebody else. When you go into somebody else, don't tell them you're coming here.
Well, if we show him those x-rays.
Yeah, well, just show them the x-rays, but don't tell them anything. Or just show them.
Yeah, what do we say then?
How it got
How
better.
did it get better?
Let him ask you. Let him ask you.
And what do we say?
If it got better, say, well, you know, this is, you know, we treated there, this is the best that could happen, and this is the best that happened, we want more. I mean, it's better, but we want more. You know, I went with my wife once to a medical appointment. She had an injury at work, and when, it's a workers' comp thing, when the doctor found out that I was a chiropractor, he was more interested in me as a chiropractor than he was with the patient. It's weird how they get sidetracked. And it's not that, you know, you should be ashamed of chiropractic. You know,
That's what they're trying to
we want these
make
guys
it.
to stick to the point. And to take two lines that a computer has analyzed as a certain number of degrees and then you say it's something different is absolutely stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah, then he says you can take this to your house and put it on your computer and measure it for yourself. Is that true? We can measure it on our own computer?
We don't have the
know.
program.
I don't know what exactly he's talking about.
The CD that you gave
you
us.
saw exactly what we
Yeah.
did on both sets of films. It's exactly the same thing. So my computer's crazy. It's unfortunate, but healthcare turns into a thing of personalities and egos. It's unbelievable.
I know.
Just want to get you straightened out.
Yeah, and it's like, even if I'm done growing and even if it hasn't, according to him, shown like big signs of changing, why can't we just have a brace for like my last resort? Like, why can't you just try it?
I don't
Is a
get-
brace more money than surgery? I don't
No,
think
Yeah,
so.
for
no,
real.
braces are very expensive because they know who they're selling to, they know what's going on. So durable medical equipment is outrageously expensive.
Oh, is
There's-
it?
But
But it's
and
not
there's an
more than
outward-
surgery,
and there's an
come on.
outrageous profit point in it.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying, call up the insurance company, say, this guy wants us to do surgery, I don't want to go through the expense and heartbreak of surgery. We went there to try to get braced. Can you give me somebody a second opinion so we can try conservative treatment to correct this thing? They're going to be on your side because you're saving them money. You said surgery. Okay, we don't want it. Surgery. You know, so maybe they'll say, well, who do you want to go see? Is there some other office? And then drop that name. See if they'll give you an okay to go at least get an evaluation from the guy.
Right.
They'll do that.
All right.
It's definitely not a patient-oriented system anymore, is it?
Nope.
It hasn't reduced 10 degrees, it's only reduced 3 degrees. Hadn't gotten worse. It's some better. Now, what are you gonna
Oh, he said there was a 2 to 3 degree margin of error in measuring as well.
So it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
But the x-rays don't look the same.
No. He's an idiot. Seems to be holding an adjustment for all
You're
this
holding?
stuff. Yeah, your adjustment. So you're holding this thing.
She hasn't been in much pain, have you?
Well, real sorry for your experience. We have you on your side, but I would follow up with the insurance company, put it on there and say, hey, we've been recommended surgery. I'm not so sure we want it. I think there are conservative things to do.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the name of the, I'd like to get a second opinion. You've only got one guy authorized. The guy was a terrible visit, and he wanted to do surgery. They'll find somebody in a hurry for you.
So you really don't think she's going to reduce much more than this without a brace then?
It has shown that it hasn't, so I'm thinking the brace will help. I think if it was going to reduce more, it would have reduced more. It did reduce more the 32nd and the 3rd.
Okay, so we're leaving now, and he seemed pretty pissed off about what happened yesterday, which, you know, is good to hear that I'm not the only one that was upset. I held after 2 weeks of not going, which is, you know, crazy. So I'm like really excited about that. And I'm going in another 2 weeks, so it'll be a month that I have not been adjusted. So it's good, really good. But yeah, so I've been, you know, feeling better. And like I said in my last video, that like it's just sitting up without anything behind me that irritates my back the worst. But yeah, so I don't know the date of my next appointment. I'll put it right here.
2 weeks. 19th.
In 2 weeks, 19th. She thinks it's the 19th. I'll put it right here. And yeah, so I will see you guys then. I'll try to make videos in between, if not about my back, which there isn't really much more to say unless like it's an update about the insurance company, or if we go to another orthopedic, I'll let you guys know. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.